Give you a number of someone that could help you, but
there you go. Okay, so you have how many girls? 4? 4. Yeah. What would you, knowing that, like, okay, I don't know what does your wife do?
Nothing.
She does a lot. She
does a lot. That's what I meant to say.
We will correct that right away. I got you, boo. I got you.
Her job. She's actually a nurse, but she stays home now.
Oh, okay. So she lets you have your dream.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get that corrected. I got you. Okay. My question was, for your girls, if they ever wanted to get into UFC fighting, would you be okay with that? I mean,
no.
No. These girls beat the crap out of each other, and I'm like, these girls are cute.
There's only one that I'm worried about.
That may do it?
Yeah. Yeah. She's a crazy person.
She's like you.
She's exactly like me. She wrestles now.
Oh, man.
And she's pretty good.
But you wouldn't tell her no if she really wanted to do it.
I would.
You'd give her suggestions and, like, try to...
I would slowly guide her in a different direction, very softly.
Okay, honey, you ain't never fighting, just so you know, Daddy ain't letting you.
I always tell them, Daddy fights so you never have to.
There you go.
And it's just a really hard job.
It is.
And not very many people make it. Like, I was working a regular job and fighting in the UFC until 2016.
That's crazy. What were you doing?
I was a concrete finisher.
Or just job. On your knees, doing all that,
doing new home construction.
Yeah.
On houses that at the time I could have never afforded to live in. Yeah. It's crazy. And then I hit my first bonus. I was like, fuck this job. I'm out of here.
It was nice knowing you, and I'll put my initials on this house because it'll be the last one I do.
Yep. I never went back to work. I fought that Saturday. I never showed up again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, I'm out of here.
That's awesome. Now, will you stay in Omaha? Like, you think, obviously your kids are in school, so you can't just uproot them. But, like, will you stay here, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Or do your wife and you kind of want to maybe go somewhere else one day? Or
well, it'll be close. I have family still in Nebraska City, and I'm actually working on some investment stuff, so I'm trying to buy a farm.
Look at you. You're going to have your own cows.
Well, I already have the cows. He already
has the cows.
Yeah,
of course he does.
Yeah, I already got the cows and the farm and all that stuff, but I'm trying to invest in like a row crop farm. So the whole plan is to retire on that in like 20 years.
That's cool.
You
have to have a backup plan.
For sure.
Because you can't, being in the business you're in, the retirement, what is it? You know what I mean?
No, it's just, it's on you. Depends on what you make it.
That's what you make it.
Yeah, it's whatever you make it.
Yeah.
Which most fighters is zero.
That's what I'm saying. So it's good that you're, like, thinking big term.
Yeah, well, I've been lucky, too. The podcast, the radio show, the ESPN stuff, like, is more than enough to just live on.
Yeah.
So then all my fight checks, we never touch.
That's good.
So then those go off, and, the plan for business owners is always for your money to make money for you.
Right.
So.
Damn bye. Okay. All right, so I guess my question is to you. You see your platform and where you're at now, and you want to maybe move on a farm. So Nebraska City kind of ish. Would you keep
somewhere outside
Omaha
of that.
and like both of those?
Yeah, like near Nebraska City would be cool.
You got some cowboy boots?
Family. Yeah, of course, absolutely. I'm like a little bit bougie, but my friends call me the bougie redneck.
There you go.
I'm pretty redneck too. Pretty redneck.
Now, does your mom still live in Nebraska City, or she?
No, my mom passed away a year and a half ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I'm trying to decide which way to take this.
Without getting emotional.
No.
Okay.
Not that. No, without being controversial.
Well, you can be honest.
So my mom got the COVID vaccine.
Okay.
And was in a coma 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And a week later.
That's not controversial. Let's be honest.
Yeah, she was in a coma for 3 weeks and died.
Was she sick?
Yeah. As soon as she got it, she got really sick.
Compromised at all?
Mm-mm.
No.
She wasn't like the healthiest lady in the world, but like overall, she was fairly healthy.
That's really sad.
When she got COVID, she was a COVID long hauler. Like she dealt with it for a long time, and then she got the well, she was in healthcare, so she was kind of forced to get it.
Right.
And then she was forced to get a booster. She got the booster, got super sick, and then actually
it made me really sick.
Yeah.
I got super sick. My sister got really sick.
And I had to get it too because of ESPN.
Right.
So like
I have to get it because of work too. So
yeah, it's like that or not have a job. So
that's really sad.
yeah, it sucks.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, she was super sick. My wife took her to the hospital, and while she was in the emergency room, she had a heart attack. And then while they were dealing with the heart attack, she started having strokes. So, and then went into a coma.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually working for ESPN when she died. She'd been in the coma for a long time. And then I still had to work. So I jumped out thinking like, well, she'd been in a coma for 3 weeks. She's not going anywhere.
Right.
And then we'd deal with it when I got back. And she didn't make it before I got back. Yeah. It's crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. And my dad died 2 years before that. It's insane.
That's insane.
That one's not surprising though.
No?
No. He was a wild man.
Oh. Is that where you get your wild side?
I hope not,
Yeah.
but probably.
Your mom made you straight.
Yeah, for sure.
She made the wild a good wild.
For sure.
There you go.
For sure. Yeah,
She's still with us. She watches over you every day.
For sure.
Yeah.
She's like reincarnated in my 2-year-old. It's crazy. They look exactly alike.
That's hilarious.
I'll show you pictures after this, but they look identical, and they like their mannerisms are exactly the same.
Sweet, though. That's
like,
pretty precious.
It's crazy. Like even their body type is the same. It's so weird to me.
That's pretty cool.
So I feel like I see my mom every day.
That's good.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it's still sad.
My wife calls her Little Dixie, the baby. Like she looks exactly like my mom.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well,
You're
didn't
like,
know that. I didn't Wikipedia that question.
Now that we turned down that road.
Now we need a shot of vodka for sure. Well, that's I have to leave that conversation alone as well. So I understand what you're saying when it comes to the vaccine.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you.
I know it's like
Okay, like now what do I go?
How do you turn that into a positive? She's in heaven and she's with she's in a better place.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how you
I mean, it's easier to talk about now than it was before.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you went to work, ESPN, and knowing like in the back of your head. I mean, I know you have to put that front on, but that's the thing is people don't realize the stuff that you deal with. Like you think they look at you and you think, oh, he's doing so great, his life's so wonderful, he's got it made. It's like you don't know the crap I deal with every day. You don't know the consequences, and you said this and you can't say that, and I mean it's everybody on this pedestal, and it's like if you do one thing wrong, like everybody is disappointed in you instantly, and that's tough.
When I get this like weird COVID conversation attached to me all the time, because the same conversation I just had with you, I had on my own podcast, and then like
there's so many opinions on it.
Hardcore anti-vaxxers will get a hold of it and then like prop me up on this pedestal of proving their point, and then like the pro-vaccination people are like, this guy's fucking dumb as shit, and so like it's crazy.
Well, my sister had a massive stroke 2 years ago. She was 50, and everybody, the first question they asked, did she have the vaccine? I'm like, no, she didn't. She did not.
Right.
But you go to that.
Everybody goes to that.
Yeah. I mean, her stroke is so bad, she has a 3-minute memory.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, it's a new life. And so I help take care of her every day, and it's just something we do. It's my life. My nephews are amazing. And, but yeah, it's the first question they asked. Did she have the vaccine?
Well, and I had a blood clot a year ago, about a year ago.
And it makes you wonder.
Oh, I have no doubt what it's from. I'm a healthy middle-aged, like mid-30s athlete. Like, I'm not.
Isn't that, he's the cutest little dude ever. We have an audience, you guys. Nayeli has her kids with us today. He's a doll. Absolute sweetheart. He's coming in. He's just making sure the recording's going well.
Yeah, he came to check in, head back, butt suit back
He's like, yep, we're doing good. All right, we're doing good out here, Mom.
But yeah, so like, I would guess, like if I had to bet my life on it, it would probably be because I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
And then one of my best friends, blood clot from the inside of his thigh to his ankle right now, today, as we speak. Mid-30s, super healthy, athletic, like crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I can't ever think of a time where I knew so many people with blood clots. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
We have people knocking on the door. Nayeli's kids are here. They're knocking on the door. Mom, let us in.
It's totally fine.
Yeah. So yeah, COVID is. I believe from what I've seen, because I've lost people from COVID, so I believe it's real. I just don't know that they think they know everything about it, and that's so scary.
Totally.
That's the reality of it, is we all don't know much about it.
No, not at all.
And it just is what it is.
Do you ever kind of miss COVID, though?
No.
Not like the sickness part and losing people.
What do you mean, COVID part? Like wearing the masks?
No, I hated that too.
I hated that.
Sometimes.
Oh, you mean like people keeping their distance? I love that.
Staying home. I had
because I was in retail. I worked at a restaurant. I was at Blimpie's for 30 years. So I hated it because I had to run their food to the car. I was running in and out. The hustle was real. We were trying to stay open. I hated it. You got to stay home, and they were alcohol was you could just take alcohol. That was when alcohol became a thing. Like you could
the to-go drinks.
Yeah, I think that's when I became diehard for cab.
Oh yeah.
I did not. I liked sweet wine, and COVID made me a bitter. Like I want all the dryness you can give me. Yeah.
I actually had a lot of fun, like during COVID. Like
sure. And then there was no fights. Was there any fights during that time?
Not for a few months. No. So.
But Dana was probably like, "Screw this, we're doing it."
He did. And just ran them. So we were closed down for a couple months.
That was how Jumpsuck was. He's just like, screw it. You guys want to come. If you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Dana was super cool about it. So we were off for a couple months. But I often say that I'm really jealous of homeless people. Like, you ever, seen a homeless person and just thought, that guy has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to be. No one expects anything out of him today. I'm kind of jealous of that. I'd like to... Not the rest of it, but the rest of it he can keep.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine what a day would feel like where you had nowhere to be, nothing to do, no one needing.
I love those days.
No one needing anything from you. Have you had one?
I make them myself. I'm like,
I can't.
This morning, Nayeli's like, I'm outside of your driveway. I'm like, I'm still in bed. But no, I try to have them, I should say. But now that with my sister, no, I don't have them.
Right. So I
get what you're saying. Yeah.
So I felt like that was my whole life for several months during the COVID shutdown. Like we would wake up and be like, we ain't got shit to do today.
Let's drink.
Yeah, and we'd go outside and the neighbors would pile on my driveway and it'd be noon. We'd all be like, well, neighborhood nap time.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess.
I miss that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, we don't want it to come back.
No, I'm not lobbying to bring it back, but
but just having that, the friend time, the family time, and I get what you're saying. Yeah. I feel like the weekend.
You might be the only person that's ever agreed with me. Everyone else keeps telling me how crazy I am.
I don't think you're crazy. Right, because I'm crazy. Nayeli tells me I'm crazy all the time.
There's nothing wrong with being crazy.
I am a little crazy.
That's okay.
It's good crazy. Okay. Well. I'm trying to think what else. Any questions? Anything that you would like to throw out there? Thoughts? Craziness? I'm trying to think. What is? Did you know? Oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Big guy. But he was more into boxing. Joe Negrete. Did you ever meet that guy? Big old Latino guy.
Mm-mm. No.
He passed from COVID, but he was big time fighter. Loved all the fighting stuff.
Local?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Omaha native, but he was a coach, and
Wait, did you say you were Native American earlier?
I am.
Really?
I'm Cherokee.
That's awesome.
I dye my hair. Just got it done yesterday. Yes, Cherokee, and then my mom was so poor that we just kind of found out her background is Choctaw.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Choctaw. Anyways, it's that Cherokee Nation, that song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I have my native rights, and so I go to Winnebago, and my
mother-in-law goes to Winnebago all the time to go to the doctor.
Yeah, it's freaking a drive, man.
It is.
I was going to the dentist to Winnebago back and forth for I think 3 years, and then they're like, "Do you know we have a clinic in Omaha?" I said, "Shut up!" Yeah, it's on 26th and J. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's right by my house.
It's right by where you live, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, so now, coincidentally, I'm getting a job there, part-time in the pharmacy, but that's where I go for my dental. So, I mean, you need that. I mean, and your wife is?
Omaha.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't have a really big family. Sadly enough, most of the people in my family, other than my sister, have died. So, it's kind of just me and her, and then, a few cousins and whatever. So my wife's family's pretty big, and they're all really close.
Yeah.
So, like, her mom has always been, like, another mom to me.
That's pretty cool.
And her family, I don't know, they're fun. Like, it's a whole new culture that I knew nothing about when we met. I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
My great-grandma was big time. They, like, had all of her clothes in a museum. And
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
we go to powwows, like, at least
I've never been to one.
3 times a year.
It's so bad.
Really?
Yeah, I should go to one.
Oh, so I
always would want to go, but I'm like, I'm the only white girl that would go because everybody thinks I'm white. When I literally go to the dentist, they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "You can see my roots if you look really close. You want to see my papers?" Yeah. But my dad's blue-eyed, and my mom is dark Indian. So, but it's crazy. But my dad has the Cherokee, which is
really.
I'm like a mutt. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun. I'm actually wanting to sponsor a dance competition.
There you go.
So, like, they do the dances during the powwows, and I love watching the Native American dances.
Cool. If you ever do it, you just send me an invite. I want to come.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
I'm gonna watch. I'm not dancing.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not allowed in there, but I can sponsor. Like, then you can sponsor it, and the winner gets $1,000. So lose.
It's just neat.
Yeah, it's
supporting their love.
Well, a lot of
their culture.
A lot of the Native American dancers will travel around, like, the Midwest or, like, some of the southern states, and that's what they do, like, during the summer. They travel and they dance, they make a little bit of money, and then they go on to the next powwow. It's pretty cool. It's like a little rodeo, but there's no bulls or horses. They're just dancing. It's fun.
They're just doing their powwow.
Yeah.
With their saging.
Yeah. And they accept me, and I like that.
That's good. I like it. I can't think of anything else. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to just kind of let people know who you are, more of what you do, and the heart behind.
I'm glad we got this done.
The heart behind the lion. Where did that come from?
The Lionheart?
Yeah.
Are you into any Van Damme movies?
No, not really.
Okay, so if you get some time.
I will look it up.
If you get some time.
I need to, because now I'm going to look like a dumbass.
Yeah, now you have to.
Okay, I will.
There's a movie called Lionheart, and the whole premise of the movie is that Van Damme is this character who fights in all these underground fights for money to support his...
I'll definitely check it out.
His brother's family. So he's, like, losing all these fights. Like, they're in, like, empty pools and parking garages with cars and headlights pointed at him. And he's losing most of the fights until the very end, and he pulls out a crazy win. Like, I wasn't very good when I started, so when I did start winning... You
saw yourself in that.
No, it wasn't even me. Back then, I had no money. As an amateur, you're not allowed to get paid. So it was, like, really, really dirty. Some of the South Omaha gang members and some of the North Omaha gang members, and, like, then these other old, I don't know, kind of like mafia-style guys would come to these fights, and they would bet on the side. So then if you won, then they'd give you some money.
Right.
So I would show up.
The hustle was real.
And maybe I'd make $300 or $400, which might as well have been $1,000 to me. You know what I mean? Like, it was everything I needed to just get by.
Right.
So then one of the announcers one time was like, "You're kind of like that Van Damme movie, Lionheart," and it just stuck, and that's what he called me from then on.
I like it.
Yeah. They didn't start out as, like, clean and professional as it was. It was a lot of, like, dirty transactions and grimy places.
I mean, but that's made you the character who you are today.
Oh, for sure.
You appreciate more.
I would go back and do that today if I had to.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't take that. That's built you who you are.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I know I would never change that.
Yeah.
And those guys always showed me, like, you can be a bad dude and not drag in good people. Because they never asked to hang out. They never offered me anything. They never, it was kind of like, paid me and told me to fuck off. Like, just do your job and make sure you keep getting money.
Yeah.
Like, they never, like,
they
never corrupted me.
Right.
Like, it was like, take your money and leave.
Right.
We only want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You fight, you win, and you get paid. That's it. It was, like, super basic. It was like one of the most honorable business transactions I've ever been a part of.
That's
like,
crazy.
there was no bullshit. Like, here's your money. Fuck out of here. It was easy.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for taking this time to be on Hang On What, crazy little new podcast here in Omaha. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to have to come be on your podcast.
You're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
Tell the world about my stuff. So
that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would be fun.
Well, guys, thank you so much. And thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate it. And Lionheart was with us today. This will be a 2-part episode. So make sure you take a gander and watch the second half. Love you guys. Thank you so much.